Hey guys, welcome to Your Best Interviews. Thanks so much for spending the time with me. I know that there's a lot of places you can go when you're starting your job search or getting advice online, so I appreciate you spending it here with me. Today, what I want to talk about is just if you're starting the process or you're starting to get ready for your first interview, typically you want to do a little bit of homework, or blueprinting is what a lot of people will call it, about the company that you're going to interview with. You want to make sure that you're prepped and ready, and when you go into that interview, you know exactly what questions to ask, what business they're in. And so I get the question a lot when I'm coaching folks that are starting this process. What do I need to look up? How do I blueprint the company? How do I make sure that I know everything I should know going into that interview? So what I want to highlight are just what I think are the key things that you should be looking into before an interview to make sure that you have your ducks in a row, you know what they do from a business standpoint, and just to make sure that you're knowledgeable on them as a company, as well as questions that you should be asking at the end of the interview. So first thing you want to start up is obviously check out their website, look at their leadership team, read the About Me, really try and get a sense for what they do, what product or service they specialize in, who they sell to, where their different locations are. Are they global? Are they just specific to certain areas of the world? Also, look up their industry. What industry do they fall under? Who are their competitors? So this could be who they sell against, whether it's a product or service. Who is their top competitor in that space? I would also look up in the news. Typically, you can search an industry by category and look up what's happening in the news around that business. Also, on a company website, typically they'll have a news section, or maybe it's in the About Me. But what they're doing is they're giving updates about their company, or just linking all the different times that their company appeared in the news or on the web. Make sure that you're up to speed on that. Look at the last 60 days and what major things have come out, or have they been published in regards to. You want to make sure that you're up to speed on current events for them as a company, and that you've done your homework. It just shows, again, that you've taken that extra step to actually do your homework to get a sense for what's going on in their business, right? So really understanding what they do, where they do it. Make sure you know everything. I mean, if it's on their company website, you should know it. So look at the About Me section of the business. Really get a sense for it. Sometimes you can't get a full grasp of that. Go to LinkedIn, see what they have over there. Then I would look at meet the team. I would try and get a sense for who the CEO is, maybe some of the executive leadership team. You could go the extra mile and look them up on LinkedIn to understand what their background and history is before coming to the company that you're interviewing for. Also, speaking about LinkedIn, I would look up who you're interviewing with. If you can see everyone that you're interviewing with on the day, maybe it's a panel interview, maybe you're meeting several people, look them up on LinkedIn, look up their history. Where did they start? How long have they been with the company? Jot all those notes down. It just helps you so that when you're asking questions or they're asking questions about you, you can reference that to show that you've done your homework, you've gone the extra mile. Maybe your question at the end is to understand company culture. You can say, I had the opportunity to look up your LinkedIn. I see that you've been there 10 years. That's amazing. What do you love about the company? Or what do you like about internal mobility? What have you seen from internal mobility and opportunities to grow with the company? Obviously, you've been there 10 years. Things like that just show that you've done your homework, you've gone the extra mile, and it just shows that you're diligent, right? So start with the company website, know everything about them from that standpoint, but then start asking deeper questions. What industry are they in? What's their product or service that they specialize in? Who are their main competitors when they're selling their product or service? Who is also selling that same product or service and doing it at the same level as them? Know everything you can about their competitors. Look at what their competitors have going on in the news. Look at what that company has going on in the news. Look back 60 days and see if there's anything relevant that you should know about. Those are going to be the key things. They're not going to expect you to know their products inside and out, but you should have a good understanding of their product or service, and potentially look up different reviews just for your knowledge of the product and see, what customers say about them. Things like that just help you, give you a better perspective of that company and arm you with more information going into the interview so that they ask you questions like, so what do you know about our business? Or what do you know about our industry? Or, who would you say our top competitors are? You're not caught off guard. You're not, in the dark on how to answer some of these things. All of this will help you put your best foot forward and just show that you've done your homework, you've gone the extra mile, and that you are the best person to come in and hit the ground running for them. And that's all they want to see, right? Your main goal is to move forward in the process, and doing your homework will help you do that. It'll help you put your best foot forward and move forward to the next step in the process, or potentially getting that offer, which is the ultimate goal. So guys, do your homework, know everything about their website, look into their industry, look in the news, see how many times they've populated in there, Google them, hit the news tab, see where they're showing up, know everything that you can going in. Every piece of information that you learn gives you a better advantage in moving forward in the process, which is the ultimate goal. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful. Check out my other videos, hit subscribe. I'm dropping 2 videos every week. Everything in my videos is centered around giving you the best advantage when you go into an interview or in the hiring process. I also have a comprehensive interview course. Check that out. It's everything that you would need to know as a job seeker, from where to start looking for a job all the way through to negotiating your salary. So check that out. It's very, very consumable in short amounts of time. It's priced right, so it's typically about the same as what you would spend if you went out to lunch. But yeah, my whole goal here, guys, is to help you get the job that you want and arm you with tactical pieces of information that can help you get the advantage that you need to move forward in the process. Thanks so much for spending time with me, guys. We'll check in later.